Hello and welcome to Take Time. I'm your host, Patrick Marlett. Today we're taking a look at a watch that's not your grandfather's timepiece. No, as a matter of fact, it's actually a watch inspired by Matthew Francis's grandfather, John Crowson Barnes. This is MassWatch's approach to the modern gentleman's dress watch, the JCB. As I like to do with all my reviews, let's start with some bad notes first. The case language is inspired by vintage, time-only dress watches of the past, though slightly enlarged in scale. As such, we can pick apart the finer details. Sadly, the beveling on the sides of the prototypes I received appear rounded, polished to a curved edge. This may have been intentional, but when I think of watches from the 50s and 60s, I think sharp, angular lines. We lack that here on the JCB. Though I understand it as a stylistic choice, the blue seconds hand and matching automatic text of the Sky Steel JCB don't play well with the overall theme of the piece. The tone of blue used here is far too dramatic to make this an actual dress watch, and doesn't serve as a suitable alternative to blued steel hands. Also, I strongly feel that we can nix the massive automatic text that rests opposite the masked logo on every model. Stay on theme and give me that same text but downscaled and longhand, or provide a jewel count, an anti-shock system name, or simply leave it clean. This is truly an instance where less could mean so much more for the overall experience. Let's tackle some good notes, shall we? For starters, Grandpa had good taste. The watch model this pulls inspiration from is unclear, referring to the obscured model featured on Mass's website, but it's a near direct interpretation of that piece. However, with the JCB, the dial features are cleaner. Trapezoidal hour markers opposite a dotted minute track rest atop a raised, concentric outer circle, with a recessed interior circle housing little more than the handset and watch text. It's a simple and classic look executed well here. Each model comes with a choice of leather strap with matching hardware, with each case design featuring color-matched hands and markers. Each JCB has a clean, purposeful look about them. The Miyota 9039 being a time-only movement furthers this as a true time-only piece. For those that worry about washing their own hands with their dress watch on, fear not, as the crown to access said movement is screwed on for extra security. As these are prototypes, I cannot speak to the loom quality, but you'll notice that the hands and markers at 3, 6, 9, and 12 feature plots of loom. At best, they'll provide a general sense of time in dim lighting situations. I personally don't care for loom on my dress watches, but I know for a lot of folks they'd rather go with than without. So kudos to you, JCB. Now, before I get to my verdict, let's take a look at the MassWatch JCB on my 7¼ inch wrist. Is this the most original design? Not by a mile, and certainly not in comparison to MassWatch's flagship model, the Irukandji. However, the JCB has taken the correct first steps into the dress watch realm: a proper time-only movement, a clean case and dial aesthetic, and an excellent modern scale. It's a watch unafraid of its ancestry and inspiration. As a matter of fact, it proudly carries on a legacy for the family-owned brand, and is an admirable addition to their collection. Again, my name is Patrick Marlett, and thank you for the time.